This was two different pawn shops, but I forgot to record on the other one. This was $5. I didn't have them. Arctic Thunder, Barbie, and SWAT. And then the other one was another $5 for Deadly Alliance, Warship Gunner, and Shadows of Rome, which is maybe like a $15 game. So altogether, $10. At the flea, ended up paying $40 for everything, which is not a good deal at all. But I keeping most of the games. Sonic Unleashed, Kajeki. I didn't have this one. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 187 or Ride or Die, and Shovel Knight. And like I said, altogether $40. It's not great at all, but I get to add 3 or 4 games to my collection. Later. This was one of those sketchy offer-up deals that you don't know if you're gonna make it alive. Paid $50 for a whole bunch of consoles. There is a GameCube, there is a Wii, there's a Sega Genesis, the N64. The button is stuck, but it does have the expansion pack. And picked up 2 games, Harry Potter and Tenkaichi 2. For some reason, I got a place. They can pay me good money for this, so altogether $50 is not bad, especially now that the expansion pack is there. Later. At the flea, paid I think overall 35 for everything. 25 for the games. Fighting Force, 18-wheeler, Racer was there. The Talk Boy was $5. The buffing pass, I was very surprised they were there. I paid $8 a piece for those because I need those. And then the best game out of the lot for the Dreamcast stuff was D2. This game goes for about $140. So for $35 altogether, it's not bad at all. Later. So this was one of my storage guys, one of his friends also does storage. I paid him $120 just to make sure that we start off the relationship in a good way. Couple of PS2 fast, I can get good money for them. Few games, Ghosts and Goblins, and the only one I didn't have was Mission or Impossible Mission 2. One GameCube, but really nothing super great, but I won't lose any money. I will get to keep a couple of games and establish a new collection that hopefully can bring me some more stuff. Later. Probably the last day for me at the flea this year. Spent $85. This is a backwards compatible PS3. It looks big, so hopefully it works. Naughty Bear I didn't have. Full Auto Battles I didn't have. The rest I will sell and get all my money back. Mario Kart is in really good condition. So for $85, this one by itself is $65 to $70. And if this works, this will be the big item for the day. Later. This was a Facebook deal. Paid $70 for everything. It's a fat PS2 in there with some games. The best games out of the lot are probably Resident Evil 2. Kiss I didn't have, so that's good. Nemesis, and I didn't have the Punisher. Altogether $70. I should be able to double up at least and get everything, the other 2 games, for free. So this was another Facebook deal. Paid $50 for the PS3 inbox. This is a backwards compatible one, so very happy to add this to the collection. I have a few. I didn't have the box, so happy to pick this up for $50. Later. Alright guys, sorry because for the last 2 weeks, as always, we'll do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and everything in between. Really good week. Added a lot of stuff to the collection. We'll start with this PS3 Fat. It is the 80 gig backwards compatible. Pay $50 for it. It's inbox. I haven't tried it yet. Hopefully it works. And a whole bunch of, basically some common games for the system. But for $50, I can't pass that up. I also picked up another PS3 This one, unfortunately, it did not work. I paid 25 for that, so that's basically a waste of money right there. So 50 bucks for that. This was from, I believe this was Facebook. I paid 70 bucks for everything that you're about to see. Jeopardy, Grand Theft Auto, Spy Hunter, SmackDown vs. Raw, Terminator 3, State of Emergency, Robotech. There was a PS2 Fat system, but that also sold. One thing I should say is most of my systems, all of them sold. So I basically won't be able to show you any of them. But this was 70 bucks including this game and the systems. And the system, Wheel of Fortune, Spy Hunter. The best games, The Punisher I get to keep. Resident Evil, this is my copy because the other one already sold. And Resident Evil Nemesis, this goes for about 65-70 bucks these days. I also got Kiss too, I should mention that. And altogether 70 bucks with the system, not bad at all. This week I also picked up a lot of Gamestop stuff. I paid 10 for the Force Unleashed, that game, Tropico, Samurai Warriors. I should say GameStop had a sale. Everything that was on clearance was an extra 50% off. So like this game was only $2. This was $5. This was 10. I believe this was like only $2. Sentinels, I believe, was $5 a piece. They're both sealed. Real Form is sealed. I think that was maybe $5. This was also $5, I believe. I believe this one was 10, but I really can't remember now. This one was 5 Tribes. This one was like only maybe like 50 cents actually. Also picked up Rage for, I believe it's $9. And another version of the same box for $7. And the best thing I got from GameStop was God of War. One of the games, probably the only game I have bought first day since Mario 64. Really got into the God of War that came out in 2018. So very happy to pick this up, and hopefully I have enough time on the day to play it. So very happy about that. We'll move this around a little. Next deal was from the flea market. At the same day that I picked this up, I got these games for, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was either, I believe it was like 60 bucks or 50. Naughty Bear, GoldenEye 007, I should do it like this, Chronicles of Riddick, Ultimate Alliance 2, Full Auto 2, and Mario Kart. I sold the Mario Kart for 70 bucks already, so it was a decent deal. Not the greatest, but not bad either. At the flea market, I paid 25 bucks for Fighting Force 2. This only 18-wheeler, Racer, and D2 for the Sega Dreamcast. Very happy to pick this up. This game goes for about 150 bucks. So very excited to get all that for 25 bucks. The next deal was from basically Goodwill. Paid $2 for 2K21. I kind of have a thing for basketball games, so I'm going to try to see if at one point I'm able to play some of these games. Paid $6 for Red Dead Redemption at a pawn shop, Skate, and Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead trades in for like 70 bucks at GameStop. That's why I picked it up. And that was $6 for that, so that's not bad. Garage sale paid $1 for this, $1 for SX3. I believe this came with another, this. I believe it's, no, I'm not sure where this one came from, to be honest. I think I paid, it was like less than $5. I think this came with this bundle. I believe that came with that. Sorry about that. Paid, I believe this was 40 bucks for Kajeki. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Arctic 2, I didn't have, so I picked it up. 187 Ride or Die for the Xbox. And probably the best game out of the lot for me is Shovel Knight, because I didn't have it, so I get to add it to the collection. And another pawn shop, paid another $5 for SWAT. Mortal Kombat, The Alliance, Naval Ops, and Shadows of Rome. That was, I think, was $5 or $10, one of the two. All together, and Horse Adventures were there also. At another place, picked up This was on Facebook. It's one of the guys that sells video games and we see often walking around. He only charged me $5 for SNK Arcade Classics for the Wii. Very happy to add that to the collection actually. I didn't have it. It has some decent games like Metal Slug and Fatal Fury. So happy to pick that up. At the Flea, paid $10 for Samurai Showdown and Dungeon Masters 2. That was for the Sega CD. That was $20 for those two. So very happy about that. Then the next deal was from basically I have a new storage guy. Basically one of the friends from my storage guy knows another guy that does the same thing. He has some games. There were 2 PlayStation 2 Fats in there that were also included, but those sold already. The games that came with that were ATV All Fury. There were 5 NES games. I don't have them with me anymore. I think Goose and Ghost was probably the best, or Ghost and Goblins. I can't even remember. Are the best games out of that lot, but that lot was only $120. Burnout, Super Trucks, Cabela, Episode 3, Battlefront, Crash, Sly Cooper, Jaws Unleashed, Tiger Woods, Gran Turismo 3, Soul Calibur, another Cabela game, Blade 2 is maybe like a $15-$20 game, ATV Fury, Star Trek, Final Fantasy X, and the 2 games that I get to keep out of the lot was Demon Stone and Impossible Mission 2. Basically paid $120, but at the end of the day you kind of want to establish connections, so hopefully when he gets some other stuff he will contact me. I also picked up it was an N64, GameCube, Genesis, and Wii for $50, and a couple of games. I think Tenkaichi 2 was the best game out of the lot, but it also had an expansion pack, and that's the only thing I kept out of the whole lot. But this goes for about maybe $45-$50 by itself, and the rest of the stuff I was able to make maybe a couple of $100 and keep that for free. My last deal, I believe this was the last deal of the day. I picked up a whole bunch of NES games for $200 on Facebook. Heavy Barrel, Blaster Master, Carmen Sandiego, Anticipation, Duck Hunt, Wizardry, Clash of Demon Head, Metal Gear 2, Iron Tank, Silent Service, Bomberman. It's like a $30 game. Mega Man 2 is Mega Man 2, so everybody wants it. Uncharted Waters, it goes for about $80 by itself. And then I picked up the pickup of the week. So this was a Facebook deal. Paid $200 for everything, which is high. But the reason why I paid $200 is because Dragon Warrior 4 and Uncharted Waters are there. All the other games are basically to make up the money that I pay for. So for $200, not bad at all. These 2 games by themselves should go for about $240. So can't complain. Later. So the pickup of the week was Dragon Warrior 4. This game goes for about $140 all day. I had it before, I had it complete and it went away. I regret it since I sold it. So very happy to pick this up and add it to the collection and get to keep it. This deal paid $200, which is a little high, but with Dragon Warrior 4, Uncharted Waters, they're basically $240. I was able to make maybe like 150 of it back. So basically for $50, I got Dragon Warrior 4 and Uncharted Waters. So that's not a bad deal at all. The week was good. Was able to add another PS3 backwards compatible to the collection in box. Got God of War, which I'm very happy about. Added D2, which is excellent pickup. It's probably my most expensive Dreamcast games that I have. So excited about that. Decent week. Hopefully this connection pays out and I get more stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully we will see you all next week. Later.